Hello everybody and welcome to the Legendary Action Figuratorium. My name is Mark Major. I am a real big toy collector here in the Southeast Portland section of the universe, and we're coming up on rainy season, so that means, that's right, I'm going to be indoors a whole lot more. Going to see a whole lot more Action Figuratorium videos, including this one today. The Four Horsemen have been shipping their Cosmic Legions head packs. I recently got a couple that I had sprung for. I made a video talking about these before, how I thought that they were a brilliant marketing idea on behalf of the Four Horsemen. I'll explain that again after my intro. But what happened was I got the dragon head and tail. It came in this box here. I've already put it on. The Beast Kraggnar, the Cosmic Legion's large-scale figure back there. We're going to take a look at it and see if it was worth the wait. Here is the original head that came with the Kraggnar. We're going to talk a little bit about this. But basically, this is kind of a sort of poor man's review where I'm going to take a look and see what they sent us, put it on the figure, and just kind of evaluate if this is kind of a good deal. And I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler. It definitely is. So everybody come together, strap on the leather, and hold on tight. Now, as I had stated before, I took the head off already. I did this because there's a bit of prep work to get these Four Horsemen, Cosmic Legions, Mythic Legions characters apart. The figures, when you heat them up, either by putting them in warm water or a blow dryer, or what I like to do is just actually kind of put them in front of the heater. They get kind of gummy and they pull apart real easy. Here's the thing. If you try taking these apart when they're cold, a lot of times they snap and break, specifically the pegs that are the joints between, you know, all the major limbs. So rather than make a whole bunch of goofy B-roll videos or have a 40-minute video where you watch me heating up water, I just went ahead and heated up some water, dunked this dude in, and took the head off. Here's the original Kraggnar head. Now, I obviously, after getting this dragon head, do not need this, and I was considering selling it. However, a couple things. First of all, this one's got a little bit of wear on it. You can see sort of the paint underneath, a little bit of scuffing on it. So if I did sell it, it'd probably be to somebody who was going to maybe possibly repaint it. But second of all, who is actually going to buy this head? What would you put it on? It's a weird kind of duckbill thing. Maybe somebody, but I'm kind of thinking it's not. Also, you know, I just got to say that if you look on the eBays, you can see that there's someone's got them for what, 8 plus 6 shipping, 14 bucks. For the cheapest one, next one, $16. That's really not much to get excited about to sell, per se. They're really not worth that much, so don't think that this is going to go up for eBay. But if you are interested in buying this off of me, I'm willing to part with it. So just, you know, keep that in the back of your mind. So maybe we should go over to the cam over there and take a look at the Beast. And just see what kind of excitement we have. Hey, look, you can see me in the, up there. I'll turn the camera so you guys can see. Hey, wow, it's like a magic ball in the, all right, so here is our Kraggnar. He's actually now, hold on, where'd the box go? He's a new character now. He's now Dragosyr. Okay, Kraggnar no more, Dragosyr. So what you got to do is you got to heat up the original head, take it off, pop this one on. I also recommend that you heat this head up, get him a little gummy, and it's the best way to like make this go on super simple. But look at this beautiful head. Look at this dragon head. Look at this thing. It's got a working jaw. This is top notch, and I love that they made it the same color. It's totally seamless. Now, the other thing that this comes with is the tail. It's a little segmented tail. It'd be cool if it had a little rubbery, wire thing in it. It is a bit loose. Now, I have to tell you this, that the Kraggnar comes with this sort of furry loincloth. It is currently wet because you do have to, I could do it with a blow dryer. You do have to kind of do it with water, dunk him in to get the body apart to do this. But here's what I found about this, okay? And not many people are going to talk about this because a lot of people are fanboys of the Four Horsemen. I am to a degree, but also you got to call them out when you got to call them out. This is a piece of trash. This thing is falling apart. This has got pieces falling off of it constantly. These are garbage. These look cool on the shelf, but these just naturally erode away on their own. So I took it off, but who knows? Could go back on. Maybe I make a new one out of something else. But I think the tail is kind of cool. It helps him stand up. Now my guy, when I got him used, $40, the Kraggnar, and I removed the two arms in the back and sold them off. But I did not have the plugs. So maybe somebody out there would want to trade the plugs for the extra head I have. That would be a deal. I also have some extra giant gauntlets left over. Got those up on eBay. Maybe that's part of the deal. Maybe we trade those instead. I don't know. But I think that this is now, in my opinion, this is a good looking figure. To make this a giant orange dragon man in this kind of weird, super harness that he's got on, this to me is cool. This is super cool. And you could take the harness off if you wanted. You could take the sort of this armor off. You got to kind of leave this on because it's pretty, he needs something. He needs some kind of a belt in there. He does have like a buttocks that is black, right? So it's like he's wearing some sort of, underwear. But you really need something to cover up the seam. Otherwise, it's odd. Maybe this might work. Don't know. Might experiment with removing the armor on this guy. He might look even more badass if you just had him, just a sort of a kind of semi-naked dragon dude. I think you got to keep, so it looks like you got to keep these bottom pieces of armor that go over the calves on. But most anything else you can strip on this guy. And again, fantastic sculpting, painting on this is top notch. This is peak action figures, guys. And if you're into fantasy, right, and you find one of these Kraggnars for cheap, get this Dragosyr head and tail pack because it upgrades it into something that I would say took it from like a 6 to like an 8, okay? Not quite a 9, definitely not a 10. Let's not be crazy. To be a 10, it would have to have some other stuff, some articulation that makes it far superior to what it is now. But not bitching by any means. I really love the look of this guy, and I think that he could become a sort of a huge badass in any universe, man. You can put him with the 2-inch guys. He's a monster with the 3.75 guys. He's a monster with like the 6-inch figures. He's a monster. This dude is a brute. He's a monster. He's relentless. He's savage, okay? Now, here's why I think that this head pack, as well as the other head packs that they made for the Cosmic Legions, was brilliant marketing, is because the Cosmic Legions figures, they were selling, but they're not great sellers. You see these things for sale on the eBay for less than you could have got them when the pre-orders were up on Four Horsemen's site. You see these at cons and the sort of, toy shows, sitting there on tables cheap. And I have mentioned this before, but I am not alone. There have been some other podcasters out there who have mentioned this as well. And so we're in agreement that the Cosmic Legions, not saying that it's dud, saying that it's a slow mover. It's a small audience. It's not hitting the numbers that the Mythic Legions is hitting. And so by creating these head packs, these new character packs, they are essentially rescuing a lot of what I would call dead stock and making them pretty kick-ass. Because I think to turn this Kraggnar guy, I mean, look at this. I mean, to take this thing and to convert him to this. Look at that. That's a badass. That's a badass figure now. Dragon Man. Look at the jaw. So much you can do with this guy. There's so much potential. Just as is, but think if you start doing a little bit of kind of dressing and accoutrements and stuff, man, you can make this thing pretty awesome. So, would love to hear if anyone else picked this guy up, these extra head packs and the Kraggnar guy, made your own Dragon Man, that kind of thing. Do you love it? Do you love it as much as I do? I bet you probably do, because it's pretty good. And if not, I might consider getting one of these. These might be kind of a sleeper as far as like finding them used out there and people getting rid of them, and it might turn into something that you really love. So thanks to everybody who made it this far into the video. I think you know who you are. If not, just pretend you're that person. And liking, subscribing, you're always doing that. Endlessly hitting the like button until you're tired. You're like, oh, God. Endlessly subscribing to channels. Why not this one? Well, I love this channel. And of course, when you're not doing that, everybody, I want you to stay charged.